Hi friends, are you sick of dealing with chronic low back pain? Maybe you're on your feet all day and you find that you need to take breaks and sit due to your constantly nagging back. Maybe you find that you don't have the stamina that you used to when it comes to cooking, doing housework, or taking care of your family. And you find yourself thinking, if only I could hire someone to do this. Well, if any of this sounds familiar, then this video is for you. My name is Sarah and I'm a certified Pilates instructor, and I'm here to tell you that when it comes to making your back feel better, Pilates can work wonders. One of the reasons I became an instructor is that Pilates has made such a difference in helping me manage back pain that I've had since my 20s. Well, today we're going to do a quick and effective full body stretch and strength routine that will help you loosen tight muscles, build core strength, and get you back on your feet feeling the way that you used to. Quick note, if you have a herniated disc, spinal stenosis, or any diagnosed condition of the back, certain exercises that we do may be aggravating. This workout is intended for a relatively healthy back that needs core strength and gentle stretching. If you find that your back feels aggravated doing any of the exercises, listen to your body and stop. Now let's get to the mat. Now for this routine, you're gonna want a magic circle if you have one, and also a small towel. So I'm gonna start lying on my mat. I have a small pillow under my head due to my tight neck, but it's totally optional. It's just there for comfort. Knees are bent and arms are by my side. I'm gonna take a couple of breaths, opening my chest and letting my back open onto the mat. Then I'm gonna do some arm circles. So I'm gonna pick my arms up over my head, reach them wide and back to my hips. And inhale, arms back. Abdominals keep the bottom of the ribs anchored down. You'll feel a deeper stretch that way. And one more this direction. Feel the nice stretch through the side body. And then we're gonna reverse. We'll go wide. You'll see I have to work around my couch on my right side. Ideally, my arms will be straight and just a couple of inches off the mat. Inhale as your arms reach back. And exhale, arms back to home. Then I'm going to come to my side and we're going to do some gentle twisting. I like my elbows bent for this exercise. I'm on my side, my shoulders, my hips, and my feet are relatively lined up. And I'm going to inhale, open my top arm towards the back wall, and exhale back to close. I have a pillow just for my neck, but it's optional. Just bringing a gentle twist to the middle and upper spine and ribs. I'm inhaling, open back. Keep the twist small at first. And then if it feels good, you can take the stretch deeper. And we'll go just one more. I'm gonna try to let that back elbow fall all the way towards the back wall, opening the chest towards the ceiling. Feel a nice stretch through the right side body. And then I'm gonna gently bring my arm back to closed. Then you can either roll right onto your other side, or me, I'm gonna flip just the positioning on my mat. So I'm gonna line up, elbows bent, hands cradling head, knees bent too, and I'm gonna open my top arm, twisting that spine, and exhale back to close. And open. It's totally normal if one side feels tighter than the other. You should always approach twists gently, never force it. Can be aggravating to some backs. And one more here. And bring the arm back to starting position. Now I'm going to set my pillow to the side here and I'm going to grab my small towel. And I'm going to just fold it in half. Lie back down on my mat. We're going to warm up our upper body curl. So my elbows are bent. The towel is right behind the back of my head. I'm going to drop my belly towards my spine, keep my pelvis heavy on the mat. And I'm going to exhale, pick my head, neck, and chest up. And then lower right back down. Inhale on the mat. Exhale, curl up. Inhale to hold. And exhale, roll right back down. And again, we'll do 3 more. Inhale on the mat. Exhale, curl up. Inhale to hold. And exhale, roll right back down. Feel how hard your abdominals have to work when your neck stays relaxed. We'll do just 1 more here. Exhale, curl up. Inhale to hold. Really feel anchored in that low belly. And roll the spine right back down. Then I'm going to come right back up into my curl, supporting my head. And I'm going to gently rotate my right shoulder to my left hip, trying to keep those hips weighted down. And my left shoulder to my right hip. And center. And my right shoulder to my left hip. And 1 more set. Keep that head heavy. And lower right back down. I'm definitely feeling those abs now. Now my arms are by my side. I'm going to bring some gentle rotation to my lower spine. Drop my belly to my spine. Knees are together. Chest is open. And I'm going to inhale my legs over to the right side and exhale back to center. And rotate my legs over to the left side. Right hip picks up and exhale back to center. You're just warming up those obliques, feeling stretch and work across the side body. The range is very individual. It's only as big as you can keep totally controlled. And by controlled, I mean that opposite shoulder is not coming up off the mat. I feel totally in control. The weight of my legs isn't taking over. And 1 more set. And last one here. Next, I'm going to grab my magic circle and we're going to warm up our hamstrings and glutes. So I'm going to place the magic circle right under my right heel / ankle, just above the heel. And I'm going to lie down. I'm going to grab my pillow again. My chest is open. And I'm just going to press down with that right leg. Exhale as I press. Inhale as I release. I want to feel the back of my leg working. I'm staying nice and long throughout the waist and the hip. Just bringing awareness to those back of the leg muscles. And 3, and 4, and 5, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And then I'm going to switch legs. You can do an acrobatic, switching the circle without sitting up, or power to you, but this is the way I do it. I'm going to lie back down and I'm going to press that circle down and release. Press that circle down and release. Feel that left hamstring and glute working. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. We're doing about 8 to 10 each side. Then I'm going to set my circle to my side. I'm going to lift my left leg up towards the ceiling, press my hands down into the mat to open the chest. My left leg reaches across the body, down, around, and up. My right leg is pressing into the mat as the left leg reaches across the body for about a hula hoop size circle. And you should let that left hip pick up. And one more, over, down, around, and back up. Then I'm gonna press my arms back into the mat, re-engage that upper back, and I'm gonna circle 5 times to the other side. And 4, checking in with my engagement, pressing that right leg down into the mat. Hands are pressing into the mat to keep that upper back working and that chest open. And one more here. It's totally normal if you're getting a little bit of cracking, as long as it isn't irritating you. Then we're going to switch legs, and it's totally normal to feel one side is tighter than the others. For me, it's this right side, which you will probably see. Draw my belly to my spine, hands press into the mat to open that chest, and I'm going to circle the right leg across, down, around, and up. Now I want this to feel good. The right hip should feel like it's working, but also like it's getting a bit of a stretch. If you're getting some hip cracking, like I am, have the feeling like you're pressing into that magic circle to re-engage the glute and the hamstring. It should help. And one more here, down, around, and up. And reverse, we'll go right, down, around, and up. And again, down, around, and up. Hands stay pressing into the mat. Left leg stays pressing into the mat. And right hip is working and stretching. And last one here. Then you'll pull the knee right into the chest. Then we're going to come right up to seated. And I'm going to do a little bit of roll up, half roll up. My knees are bent, feet are flat into the mat, hands holding on behind the hamstrings. I'm going to draw the muscles behind my belly button towards the back waistband of my pants. And I try to press my low back towards the mat and then curl right back up. I want to keep a rounded spine and tailbone and pelvis lead the roll back and right back up. And 3, really try to reach the muscles behind the belly button back. And 2, and up. And last one here. Next, we're going to do some rolling like a ball prep. So I'm going to find those same muscles right behind my belly button, and I'm going to reach those towards the back waistband of my pants so far that my legs pop up off the mat. I feel a deep belly scoop, and I'm balancing, and I'm curling right back forward. And then I'm going to go again. Those same muscles pull back, deep low belly scoop. If you want to challenge, you can try to let go and hold for 3, 2, 1. Roll back. And one more here. Scoop that belly. Legs lift just because the pelvis is rocking back. And I'm holding for 3, 2, 1. And relax. We're going to try rolling like a ball. You can hold on right behind the thighs. Find that belly scoop. The tailbone curls under to roll you back. And you roll right back up. And back. And right back up. Feel how this gives the lower back a stretch and a massage. If you want to make it more difficult, you can try holding on at your ankles. You'll roll back and right back up. And how about 2 more? Keep that deep tailbone curl and relax. Now the next 2 exercises are really going to get you deep in your abdominal. So I hope you feel the burn here. So I'm going to lie down, grab my magic circle. If you don't have your magic circle, you can cradle your head in a towel. You're going to come into your upper body curl, neck relaxed, abdominals working like crazy. Both knees into your chest. You're going to exhale, press both legs to a high diagonal, and inhale, bend in. Exhale, lengthen the legs. Inhale, bend in. We're going to do 3 more as the legs lengthen. I want you to keep that low back rounded into the mat. Almost like you're trying to squish a blueberry with that low back. And 1 more here. And relax that neck. And then we're going to come right back up and we're going to lengthen both legs out and right back in. And lengthen those legs and right back in. You only need to do 5. 3. Keep that low back rounded in the mat and try to keep that chest stable. And the last one here. And relax back down. Next, we're going to take a glorious hamstring stretch. So I'm going to pick my right leg up into the circle, place the pad of the circle right around the arch of my foot, and I'm just going to stretch that leg. Feel the stretch deep in the hamstring. If you can't get your leg totally straight, that's more than fine. You can be here, just keep trying to get a little bit longer each time you do this. We're going to hold here for about 30 seconds. Just a couple more breaths. And then we're going to switch legs. Tight hamstrings can be a big cause of low back issues, so this is such a great thing to do. I'm just breathing into what feels tight. I'm imagining that my hamstring is as long and flexible as saltwater taffy. Reaching that left hip towards the mat. And 1 more breath. And then we'll lower the leg down. Now the next couple of exercises are what I call the reward series in Pilates because they're great core work, but they also feel really good. We're going to do spine stretch forward. So I'm sitting up tall. My legs are straight in front of me. If you have tight hamstrings and you need to bend your knee, that is absolutely fine. And I've got my arms right in front of me. And then I'm going to curl the crown of the head towards my knees, scooping that belly. Feeling a nice stretch through the entire back body, and then straighten right back up. And again, I'm curling forward. I'm trying to keep my pelvis relatively straight. I don't want to see this. I want to see much more of a straight pelvis, but a lengthened and curled back, waist and above, like I'm curling the crown of my head over a sleeping baby that I don't want to wake up. And straighten right back up. Now bring your arms up near your ears and curl forward from here. Just feel like your head, your neck, your spine, it's like a spout of water that you're pouring out of a pitcher. And right back up. And another one here. Close your eyes, go inward, and feel whether you're skipping over any tight spots. All of us have them. And 1 more here, lifting up and out of that waist, curling the crown of the head towards the knees. Grab onto your ankles. Enjoy that nice stretch. Let the head dangle. Nod your head slightly. No. Very small nods. I'm sorry, I'm shaking. I'm not nodding. Although nodding is good too to get a good stretch through the back of the neck. Just keep them small, and then we'll straighten right back up. Then I'm going to bring my hands behind my head, elbows wide, and I'm going to do a little bit of saw. So I'm sitting up tall, my legs and my hips are stable. I'm going to twist my rib cage to bring my left elbow to my right knee, and then I side bend. And then untwist, and then I twist to the left, and I side bend to bring the right elbow to the left knee. And untwist, and twist to the right, and bend towards the knee, and unbend, and untwist, and twist to the left, bend right elbow to left knee, and then unbend, and then twist, and let's do one more each side. Now I'm trying to keep my hips relatively stable, so the rotation is happening in the upper, like the really waist and above. You might see a little bit of rocking of my pelvis, but I'm trying to resist. And you probably see in me one side that's tighter than the other. It's very normal to have one side that's tighter than the other. I think I just added on an extra set. This feels so good. And last one here. And right back up. Then I'm gonna lie back down and we're gonna do some hip rotation. So my chest is open, arms pressing into the mat, knees are bent, and I'm going to just do some pelvic circles. So I'm bringing my weight onto my right side, rolling down the pelvis, across the bottom of the pelvis, and then back up the left side. It's almost like I'm doing a hula hoop on the mat. Just circling that low waist. What makes this deep and more challenging is trying to keep the knees and the chest relatively stable. Just one more this direction. And then we'll reverse. We'll go bring our weight to the left side, roll down the left side of the pelvis, across the bottom of the pelvis, and up the right side. And again, one side might feel tighter. Just a few more, just draw. Here's another image. Trace an outline of the back of the pelvis on the mat. And one more, I'm getting some good cracking here. And relax the pelvis. Next, I'm going to come onto my stomach for some back extension work. I like to have a towel. You can also use a pillow. I like a small towel. I'm going to lie on my stomach, my forehead on the mat or on the towel. Arms are long near my sides. I'm going to draw my belly to my spine, shoulder blades down the back, tailbone towards my heels to turn on those hamstrings. Then I pick my head, neck, and chest off the mat and just hover. Arms come with, shoulder blades down the back, collarbones wide, neck is long, and I'm going to lower right back down. And then we go again, find all that engagement, pick the head, neck, and chest up. Shoulder blades are down the back. My tailbone is actively reaching towards my heels. I can feel my hamstrings working. Chest open, neck is long. And we'll lower right back down. Let's do one more here. Pick the head, neck, and chest up, looking at your mat. Neck is long. Shoulder blades down the back, reaching towards the back waistband. Tailbone towards the heels. And we'll lower right back down. Then we'll build. We'll bring our hands under our shoulders, tailbone down the back, shoulder blades down the back. Tailbone towards the heels, shoulder blades down the back. And we'll pick our head, neck, and chest up, shoulder blades down the back as you try to pull your heart forward, lifting the crown of the head towards the ceiling, and lower right back down. And we'll go again. Really trying to keep those legs together. Feel like you have magnets on the inner thighs. I'm trying to come up vertebrae by vertebrae. You don't want to skip, come all the way up and take this all in the lumbar spine. You really want to bend through that upper and that mid back. And one more here. It's fine to use your hands a little bit to help. Shoulder blades reach down, pulling that heart forward. Try to get 1 inch higher. And keep reaching your head for the ceiling as you lower back down. And then I'm going to come onto my forearms. Elbows under my shoulders, belly drawn towards my spine. And I'm going to kick my right knee 2 times. And then I'm going to switch. Heel towards the hip and switch. Kick, kick, switch. Kick, kick, switch. It doesn't need to be a deep kick. You want to feel the hamstring working. Stay lifted in the chest. Shoulder blades down the back. Work to make this full body. And one more each side. And then we'll lower right back down. I've got my right cheek on the mat. My elbows are bent. Palms are stacked below the shoulder blades. I'm going to triple kick my legs. Lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms, open the chest. Opposite cheek on the mat. Bend the elbows, bend the knees, kick 3 times. Lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms, open the chest. And right cheek on the mat, kick 2, 3. Lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms, open the chest. Lift those arms an inch or 2 higher to feel more upper back. And lower back down. And again, open the chest. And lower back down. Then we'll sit back, press into a child's pose. Open that low back, arms forward, tailbone back. Really feel nice length in that low back. And then you're going to walk your hands over to the right, opening those left ribs. And walk your hands over to the left, opening the right ribs. And hands back to center and walk right back up to seated. The last exercise we're going to do today is seal. So I'm going to start by placing the magic circle right around my knees. Knees are bent, feet are flat, and I'm just going to press outward into the circle with my knees a couple times. I want to turn these muscles on. And then I'm going to balance, and I'm going to try to clap my heels because I'm pressing wide with the hips. And relax. I'm going to set my circle to the side. Arms come through my legs. I'm going to clap 3 times from the hip. I roll back, roll up, and clap the heels 3 times. Roll back, roll up, and clap 2, 3. And 3. And clap 2, 3. And 2. And clap 2, 3. And last one back, and up, and clap 2, 3. Well done. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any feedback, I'd love to see it in the comments below. And if you want to see more content like this, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching.